What is up, everybody? We are here with, she is fresh off her Impact Knockouts Championship win. She is now two-time and the reigning Impact Knockouts champion, the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you guys for staying up for me.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us freshly off a plane as well.
No problem.
How was your weekend?
Oh, well, I mean, I became a two-time Knockouts champion this weekend, so fabulous, I suppose.
Definitely not a bad weekend. We'll hop right into this. We will say hi to, I'm going to start with him tonight. We'll say hi to Dennis. What's up, brother?
Hey, not too much. Congratulations, Deonna, on winning the championship Saturday night.
Oh, thank you so much.
So my question for you is, that's my 5-year-old son. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Can you say hi?
They cannot see.
They can see you. She can see you.
Why is it both of us?
See? There, sorry.
I can see you.
So he's an aspiring wrestling fan and stuff. So my question for you is what is there anybody in particular that had an influence on your virtuosa character?
Oh, I mean, first person that always comes to mind is Mr. Perfect. You know, he was the best at everything he did. He was perfect. He was the perfect athlete. And some cool parallels are, you know, I was told earlier in my career that if you have a character who's supposed to be, you know, the best at everything, like the minute you lose, that character kind of dies off, right? But that was not true for Mr. Perfect. You know, he never, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he was ever like a WWE world champion. You know what I mean? So
unfortunately, he wasn't. Yeah.
So, you know, I draw a lot of inspiration from him and kind of the paths he took to stay relevant, even though, you know, his character was kind of it contradicted itself, you know?
And then my last question before I let you go is if there is any woman living or dead that you could have a dream match with, who would it be and why?
Oh, I mean, naturally, I always go with Natalia because that is
that would be a good one.
Like possible. But I really think China would be a really cool option. I tend to work better with my style of wrestling with like high flyers or powerhouses, someone that it kind of is the complete opposite with me. So I feel like China in her prime would be really, really cool too.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again. Best of luck to you in the future. And thanks for let me ask for questions and apologize for my son hogging the camera.
Thank you for staying up. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dennis.
See you,
Bye.
dude.
Bye, dudes.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Next, we'll say hi to, his name's John, but he comes up the TNA man. What's up, brother?
Ooh.
What's up? Thank you for coming, Deonna. You're my idol. You inspired me. I want to be a wrestler just like you.
Oh, well, your nickname, the TNA man, you're almost there.
Yeah, because I got my TNA hat on tonight.
Oh, thank you so much.
Who inspired you? Like a lot of people would say Eddie Guerrero inspired them. Who inspired you?
Yeah, my favorite wrestlers growing up were Randy Orton and John Cena. So Randy Orton definitely has inspired me quite a bit now that I actually am a wrestler.
And I heard they're bringing back the Knockouts tag team titles. So who will you be partners with?
Oh, my curator, Kimberly. I would have no better partner than Kimberly. So that tag tournament starts tomorrow on Impact.
Yes. And may I follow you on Twitter if that's okay with you?
Yes, please.
Thank you for having her, Jacob.
Thanks, John. Have a good night, buddy.
You too.
Miss Purrazzo, I'm going to put up a little intro and hop off the screen, and our little buddy Steven's going to come on and say hi and ask a couple questions.
Okay, cool.
Hi, thank you so much for doing this, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you so much. How old are you? Can I ask you a question?
9.
9? Oh, wow. And you're up this late?
Yeah. I stayed up for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, my first question is, what does it mean to you to be the knockout women's champion?
Oh, ever since I was 9, like you, I've wanted to be a women's wrestler and a champion. So Impact is the first place that's given me the opportunity to be a champion. So it's all of my dreams come true.
Okay, second question is, how old were you when you knew you wanted to become a wrestler, and why did you want to become one?
I was 9 when I wanted to be a wrestler. That's when I told my parents that one day I would become a professional wrestler, and they thought I was crazy. And I think I wanted to be a wrestler because I saw the women do it. And, unfortunately, when I was young, women weren't taken too seriously. And I was an athlete. And I thought one day if I got the opportunity, I could change women's wrestling. And I wanted to make women what they are today, strong and powerful and champions. And we can do what the guys can do, right? So that's why.
Wrestling actually saved my life.
Really?
I had 2 brain surgeries. My first one, I just felt like I had to give up on life. I didn't even want to do anything. And then I saw John Cena saying, never give up and all that. And it inspired me to keep on going and move on.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm happy you kept on going and you're here and we're chatting right now. So happy.
I'm going to skip the third one because I only get to do 3. And I'm going to skip the third one because I had a backup, but the third one's the backup. But I'm going to do the fourth one. So if you could meet any wrestler, dead or alive, and ask them one question, who would it be, and what would you ask?
Oh, that's a really tough question. I think I would ask Eddie Guerrero to have a training session with me and to teach me some things, right? I think that's what I would ask him some wrestling questions.
Cheat, lie, and steal.
Yeah, I would ask him how he was so great at cheating, because I need to keep my Knockouts championship, and I might have to cheat to do that.
Okay, here's a tip. I've seen some of his matches. Just grab a chair, slam it on the ring while the ref's down, and toss it to your opponent, and then lie down.
Yeah, I think that's a good option. It always worked for him, right?
Always did.
Yeah, Steven, what's your last question, buddy? Ask your other one.
My last question. Okay, so what wrestler have influenced your career?
Oh, what wrestler has influenced my career? Well, my trainer, I guess I could go with. His name is Damian Adams, and he was just an independent wrestler from New Jersey who did training with Rip Rogers and OVW, years and years ago. And he was my trainer from day one. And he's one of my best friends now. And he's taught me absolutely everything I know. So I like to give him credit where it's due, and that everything he's ever done as a wrestler, I do now. And I just stole everything from him. So he is my number one influence.
Okay, I got one last question. Where can I find this guy that you work with?
On Twitter, Damian Adams. Oh.
No, like where do I see him wrestle?
Oh, he doesn't wrestle anymore. He's just a trainer.
Dang it.
He's old now. He can't wrestle anymore.
Once again, thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was nice to meet
you. See you in Toronto.
I hope so.
Thanks, Steven. Ms. Purrazzo, as I was doing some research, I seen that you may be a collector of postcards.
I am.
Is there any one postcard that is like your favorite or sticks out the most rather than the rest of them, or are they all the same to you?
Ooh, I have like a holographic postcard from the JFK there's like a little like gift shop kind of right in Dallas where he was shot. And that I think is my favorite one, just because I'm a really big history buff, and to like go and stand there and see the Delaney Plaza and stuff like that was really, really like a bucket list thing for me. So I think that holographic one is my favorite.
And it's holographic. That's super cool as well.
Yeah, it's what postcards are holographic, right?
We will say hi to Alex next. What's up, Alex? You're muted, buddy.
Sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up?
he kind the last guest kind of got into it. I know that you trained under Rip Rogers, and I was wondering if you had like any stories about him, because he's a legendary trainer.
Yeah, he is as wild as all of the stories make him out to be. He's as vulgar and aggressive as all of those stories are. But I think that the best story I have from training with him is he asked me to do an hour with one of his other students named Body Guy. And so to do the hour-long match, it's one pinfall throughout the whole hour, and it has to be done at the 60-minute mark. Otherwise, he rings the bell, and then it kind of doesn't count. But that's like the graduation for Rip Rogers training. And I was finally getting to do that in OVW, in the Davis Arena, like this legendary place that I always wanted to train at. And 30 minutes in, Body Guy starts dry heaving and gets out of the ring to throw up. Like he was just blown up and he had to puke. And yeah, and then the 30 minutes was done after that because he couldn't get back in the ring. And Rip was so mad and I was so mad. And I won't go into the explicits that came out of Rip's mouth, but it's just overall a really funny story about, you know, training with Rip, and that kind of, I was finally getting that moment to like do it in the Davis Arena and then graduate Rip's class on my own, and I failed.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Next, we'll say hi to Kevin. What's up, Kevin?
Oh crap!
Hey.
Hi. I know. I've just been really excited for this, and
Oh, thank you so much.
yeah, I've followed your career since your early days in your first run of NXT. So it has been really exciting. Congratulations on your second win. You've been there, what, 6 months, and you're two-time champion?
6 months.
And if you're not comfortable with this, though, like, what do the tattoos mean? Do they have any like significant meanings, or?
Yeah, so this one, I don't know what side is on that one there, says, "I'll find strength in pain." And it's actually a Mumford and Sons song that I heard when I was young and I really liked. And I have very bad scoliosis, and as a kid, and kind of growing up with that, and there were some complications to it, and just trying to figure out, you know, why the curves in my spine were the way they are, and the pre-existing things that could go with it. So I just had like a really rough patch, you know, in the before I was a teenager, figuring that out, and trying to figure out my body and why I ached in pain the way I did. So that song really stuck with me when I was young. And then this one on my wrist is a Bible verse that is Matthew 5:15, and that says basically, "You're the light of the world, and a city built upon a hilltop can't be hidden." And I just interpreted that as, you know, you're kind of born with these gifts or these tools. And for me, it was to become a professional wrestler. I believe that's what I was put on this earth to do. And, you know, I needed to exercise those tools in the best way I could and shine the brightest I could doing that. So those are what those are about.
Well, that's great. That's crazy because I'm a Christian too, and that's what I've been kind of going through, that thing of like the gifts and how to bring that to light. So it's interesting that you say that.
Oh, awesome! Well, I hope that helps.
Yeah, it does, and wow, I didn't expect that. What was your Iron Woman match with Jordan Grace? How did you prepare for that?
Honestly, there was absolutely no preparation for it. Impact does these block tapings, right? And the match we were actually supposed to have got changed at like 5 or 6 in the morning of, and they woke us up with like a text at 8 a.m. saying, "You want the good news or the bad news first?" And it was that we were doing a 30-minute Iron Man match, and Jordan and I were both kind of like, what the hell are we going to do? And honestly, it ended up the best way possible. We put on the best show we could, and I'm so happy to be the first ever Iron Woman of Impact Wrestling. But also that, from the get, I was trusted with such an accomplishment and a big opportunity.
It was a great match. I remember watching it. It was really good.
Thank you so much.
The last question I have is: you said you stole everything from your trainer. So was your trainer also like the virtuoso? I believe it'd be O instead of So is he like, oh, I'm perfect and different thing?
He would be a virtuoso. But Damien actually did like when I first started wrestling, he did like a magician gimmick, and he like loves to play pranks on people and do magic tricks in real life anyway. So the magician thing really tied into who he really is and his personality. And like the bow I do sometimes was something he used to do. My first tour of Japan, I was using like a jumping neck breaker as a finish, and that was one of his finishes back in the day. So I've just tried to pick up on like little things that he didn't incorporate into what I do.
Well, thank you. Congratulations again. I don't want to take up too much time here. It's been fantastic to meet you in this virtual sense.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you too.
Thanks, Kevin. Next, we'll say hi to Hector. What's up, Hector?
How are you, Deonna? Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, no problem. How are you?
Good. How are you? Congratulations on your knockout win.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, so my first question was I'm from Chicago, and I was looking forward to seeing you work All In, but then you got pulled because you signed with WWE.
Yeah.
What was your main motivation or reason behind going to WWE? Because I felt you should have got a better chance than what they gave you.
Yeah, so I was, I think, one or two of the second females to be announced for All In, and I was so excited to do it. But when I had agreed to do All In, it was before WWE had contacted me to sign me, finally. And, my thought process was that I had spent, at that point, maybe 3 or 4 years doing extra work for WWE and continuing to go back. I was in a contract with Ring of Honor, and I just thought, if this was the one chance I'm ever going to get for WWE to sign me and do something with me, it would be silly of me to not take that opportunity at the dream job that I had been working at and consistently been told no for 3 or 4 years. And my thought process always from that start was, if All In is successful, then it's one more company to compete with WWE. And if I don't like my time at WWE, there's always options out there. So, it's unfortunate that things have worked out the way they have. And I didn't get to do All In, and I didn't get to be the fifth person in that 4-way match with all of my best friends. But, it is what it is. I'm happy that I did the WWE thing. I gave it a try, and I can say that I did it. And, I'll never regret not doing it.
Well, I'm just glad it's working out for you now. And my second question is, what's your main hobby when you're not wrestling?
Oh, I'm in college. I am studying at a university to get a history degree. So right now, my hobby is reading lots and lots of like primary source documents and writing papers.
Okay, just stay safe, and hopefully you can have more fans soon after COVID is over.
I hope so. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Hector.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Deonna, a little thing we do here is a little name association. I'm just going to give you a name and just throw me like a word or maybe a sentence back.
Oh, God. Okay. I'll try not to curse.
First one is Oscar.
Oscar. Oh, so stiff.
Scott D'Amore.
Scott, he is a pain in the you-know-what, Scott D'Amore.
Triple H.
Triple H. Father figure of NXT.
I was gonna say you can take a pass, but it's okay.
No, it's okay. I've never had a bad situation with Triple H.
Adam Rose.
He used to tell, this is not the game. He used to tell us when we walked out to pretend like we've seen Michael Jackson, and what would you do? And he wanted, and also wanted to be like, oh my God, you know. So my word association was Michael Jackson.
And the last one is Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace. Tough. She doesn't know her own strength. That's what I'm saying.
All right. And we got 4 more for you.
Yeah. Awesome.
We're going to say hi to who we're going to do first. David, what's up, brother?
Hey, man, what's going on? Just want to say you do a really good show.
Thank you.
Hey, Deonna, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Deonna, I got to tell you, I'm a huge Impact fan, and what you've done for the division is just absolutely amazing. I mean, you are definitely the pillar of this company.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I'm honored. So thank you so much.
I was wondering, what were your thoughts on Kylie leaving wrestling? Because I really felt bad because I thought you guys were going to have like a real good story between both of you. Both of you seem like you really have, similar styles in the ring.
Yeah, I was very much looking forward to wrestling Kylie again. And, I think the world of Kylie. I think that she's a phenomenal athlete. And it's just a really unfortunate situation. But, I just hope she gets whatever help she needs or takes whatever time she needs to heal herself. And, I hope she knows that the door is always open, and I will always welcome her back wherever I am in this world with open arms. And I look forward to hopefully wrestling her one day.
Definitely. And I got to throw this out to you. Did you watch the Talk Shop Mania pay-per-view?
Oh, you know what? I actually didn't. But I followed along on Twitter, and when people say it's the worst pay-per-view ever, it's terrible in the best way possible. And I hope one day that I can be a part of the next Talking Shop at Mania.
Nice. Deonna, I just want to ask you one other thing. What do you think Impact needs to do to go to the next level?
I think that they've done a really good job of taking names and people that are eager to take themselves to the next level and do something with them and give us this platform and let us, make mistakes and learn every week. So I think just consistently finding people who are hungry and ready to make a name for themselves and giving them the platform to do that not only draws interest in the product, like, we have Killer Kelly, we have the Sea Stars coming in for this tag tournament, and to have these like new indie names that are really up and coming, give them the platform to shine, creates interest in what we're doing and gets more eyes on our product. So the more we can consistently do that, not only with women's wrestling, but men's wrestling too, I think, helps Impact in the long run.
Definitely. Deonna, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but, thank you for everything that you and the rest of the Impact talent is doing during this time. I know it's really difficult. And on a selfish note, we want to see you back wrestling in the Northeast, hopefully on the indie scene here.
I want to come home too. I hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Stay well, Deonna. Your dogs are adorable, by the way.
Thank you.
Secondly, we'll have Zach. What's up, Zach?
What's up, Jacob? Good to see you again, Deonna.
Zach? I'm Zach.
I'm all right. I got the dog shirt on today. I got the What Up Dog shirt on. I figured I'd give a little shout out to Fitzgerald there.
Honestly, so we're in Nashville for tapings this week, and I did not want to leave home because I already miss my little Fitzy man.
Well, what's your favorite thing about Fitzy man, and what made you such a dog lover?
Oh, I had dogs growing up my whole childhood, so I was always around dogs. I could not wait to be able to have my own one day. So when I moved out of my dad's house, I could finally get a dog because he's not a dog person. And honestly, just some of the stuff personally I was going through, and I just needed a companion last year. I needed honestly a reason to get up in the morning and live my life, and having Fitzgerald changed all of that, because you are that dog's entire world. He depends on me for everything. So it really just gave me hope and purpose when I needed it. So him and I just have this bond. And I love him so much I could cry.
Speaking of loving things so much you can cry, just with your workouts, your playlists, just what do you have to have on your playlists in the gym to get a good workout in?
Ooh, right now, honestly, my Pandora is set to like Nelly radio. And it's all like late 90s, early 2000s throwbacks of like stuff I grew up with. And that's just really motivated me right now, and hearing like different stuff I haven't heard in a really long time. But other than that, like country, I listen to a lot when I'm like walking on the treadmill, and things like that. But really Nelly radio for like the last 3 months has been my jam.
So you go from Hot and Her to This Is How We Roll?
Yes.
And the last one I had. And the last one I had for you was just, what did you make so far of your chemistry with Sue, and obviously her change back into her character and the chemistry you two have had?
Yeah, obviously it was like, a last minute thing and an unexpected thing, but I think that Sue and I have been able to make the best out of this situation we've been given, and it's really given me the opportunity to like explore better facials and explore how the virtuoso would react with such an outlandish character. It's not, I've never wrestled Sue before in any company as Sue Young, so to go from Susie, who's so sweet and doesn't know wrestling, to this like crazy killer character that has like no wherewithal and no restraints, and no moral compass, is really interesting for the virtuosa. And I'm really happy with the matches we've had this far, and I just won my Knockouts championship back, so I'm done with her, but I'm happy with what we've been able to do.
Speaking of done, thank you so much, Jacob, and thank you so much, Deonna. Good seeing you again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, Zach. We're going to wrap it up quickly. We got Aaron. What's up, Aaron?
Hello, Jacob. Hi, Deonna.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
You're welcome. So I've seen you compete in person at the Knockouts Knockdown past events, and also NXT. I've only seen that on television. I'm glad that you are in the top spot in Impact Wrestling.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Which opponent would you want to face next after Sue Young?
Ooh, honestly, I get asked this question like a ton, and I don't have one answer because there's so many people on our roster that I've never really ever gotten to wrestle. And Taya Valkyrie is on the top of that list, especially because she's the longest reigning Knockouts champion. So I need to like dethrone her, knock her down a couple notches. But Tasha Steeles is someone who was my training partner for a really long time. So for us both to like come full circle and meet back at Impact is really interesting. And I'd love to see, in the prime of our careers, what we could do. I've never really wrestled her partner, Kiera. I've never really wrestled Jessica Havoc or Nevaeh. I was just saying that Sue Young is someone I've never wrestled before, the last few weeks. So I don't have one answer because there's so many amazing possibilities that all excite me so much.
That's okay. It's a very talented women's division, probably the best in years they've had. And also, just a quick follow-up, if you haven't been asked this, which knockouts of the past would you face?
Oh, well, my number one answer is always Madison Rayne because she's one of my best friends. But if Gail Kim ever comes out of retirement, that could be awesome, and I'd love to retire her again. Taylor Wilde has come back into the wrestling world recently and has made some moves and some shout outs to Scott to bring her back. So if that's ever possible, I know the world's a little bit crazy right now, that would be amazing. Brooke Tessmacher was my first match in Impact at Knockouts Knockdown, over 8 years ago. So I would love to revisit that if that was ever going to happen. So those are just a few off the top of my head.
Well, great answers. Great to meet you. Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah,
Thanks,
no problem. Thank you.
And our last one for the night, we will say hi to Giovanni. What's up, brother?
Hey, good evening. How y'all doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Normally I come on and I do the outlandish crazy questions, but they've been very good, like mixture tonight, wrestling and non-wrestling. So just to first off, start off, I didn't know you had scoliosis. That is an amazingly hard thing to endure. My best friend growing up had scoliosis, and just knowing like my interactions with him and how I was always at his house, and when he had the good days and his bad days, it truly is one really, really weird thing to have to work through. So hats off to you for being able to not only you're out there and you're sharing and you're telling people, but I mean, man, that's amazing how you came through that. So hats off
Thank
once
you.
again.
I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. So my one weird question I'm gonna throw out, something that we do on the PWJ podcast, which is the junkyard. I call it the junk drawer. You find random junk in the junk drawer. Here's the random question.
Okay.
What is your most unusual talent?
Oh, unusual. I don't think I have any talents besides jumping. I can sign the ABCs in sign language, and I could have like very basic conversations in sign language. So I don't know if that's unusual, but fun fact.
I'll take it. That's a good one. But all right, Jacob, I'm good to go, brother. Appreciate you for having me on. Deonna, it was nice speaking with you. Congratulations on the win, and hopefully we get much more of you in Impact.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks,
you, Shivani. Deonna, thank you so much for joining us tonight, especially with the late flight and stuff like that.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so sorry to be a pain in the butt and to keep you guys waiting.
None at all. Besides for Tuesday nights on Impact on Access Television, where can everybody find you and all your social medias and stuff like that?
Yeah, everyone can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Deonna Purrazzo. My accounts have a blue check mark. That's me. The only verified are me. I just get a ton of people that are like, oh, this fake account, is it you? It's not me if it doesn't have a check mark. Twitter and Instagram at Deonna Purrazzo.
All right, everybody, thank you, and have a great night.